I did some simple math recently to try and figure out how many hours in a day I was spending on my phone and what percentage this was of basically my wake time. So let's assume there's 15 hours in a day, and my average watch time on my phone was 5 hours. So that's about 33%. Now you take this number and you multiply it by the number of days in a month, and that is equal to 10 days a month. So 10 days a month, I am looking at my phone. 10 days of my waking time is spent looking at my phone. That just made me want to puke. I couldn't even believe it. I didn't want to look back on my life and think that I had spent months, if not years, looking at my phone. So I deleted everything on my phone, and now I have these analog days. I have a clock. I do chores. I mean, this is all stuff I was doing anyway, but usually I'd have my phone in my pocket and just sort of like not be present. It's like I was half there, half awake, half in the moment with half the attention span. So it's been, I don't know, 2 weeks, about a month now of this life, and I'm going to take you through my day, and my goal is to keep my watch time under 2 hours for today. So hopefully we can make it, and I'll track it throughout the video on the clock so you can see how it goes. Today is a pretty average day for us, except my oldest son is in summer camp, so I have to pack him a lunch for school. I make waffles almost every morning, and this morning the kids were helping as well. And I'm really just trying to get back to that time when I feel like I had my brain. I'll talk about it a little bit in this video about how I really feel like there's this purposeful dumbing down of society. And it really weighs on me that I feel like we just can't be ourselves because we're constantly being influenced by what's on our phone. We're constantly being shown short segments and videos, and we become lost, and we don't know what it's like to be quiet, to sit with our thoughts. We don't know what it's like to be bored anymore. And these are things that are like a part of the human experience. And quietly, our minds and our brains are morphing into something that's almost one with our phone, you could say. So today is just like the most average, typical day and how we get through it. I find that every day is a little bit different with how I want to use my phone. Today, I wouldn't look at it and I don't even care. Like, throw it in the river and not care at all, except we listen to Spotify on the drive-in, and we're going to have to drive in shortly to take my son to soccer camp. There's that. And I mean, that's not the worst thing. I know that our phones are tools and they do so much more, but like, I just want to use it as a phone. My watch time or screen time, whatever you want to call it, is really low for today, but my mom called. So I'm going to have to call my mom. So then I'm going to have to use my phone as a phone. I find every day is a little bit different when it comes to whether or not I'm going to look at my phone and whether I like crave it. I probably sound like a psychopath, so let me know if you can relate to this. But some days I just won't look at my phone and I don't care at all. Like, I literally don't care. And then other days it's like I'm re-downloading Instagram. I'm justifying every way under the sun to use it. I'm trying to be a pseudo content creator since I quit my job. And so I think like, oh, I need to download these apps. I need to do all these things, when I could totally just do it from my computer, from my desktop. But that's very intentional. Whereas I want to be like mindlessly like, oh, I'm in the kitchen chatting. I'm going to link this. I'm going to post this. And like, what does it really get me? Like, am I creating more content? Am I creating more value for anybody? No, like maybe we just like pseudo chat in the kitchen, but nobody cares. Anyway, I'm supposed to be picking berries to make ice cream because on our summer bucket list, we have ice cream sandwiches, but I forgot my basket. So I really just end up standing here eating all the berries. Gonna weed this little corner and then I'm gonna run the sprinkler. Part of the reason why I have become so passionate about reducing my screen time is two things. One, I think I was getting a weird dopamine kind of addiction. I mean, yes, we all are dopamine addicted at this point, but I think that there was a thing where I would like watch and watch and watch, scroll one day, and I would, under the guise of like researching content, I would just like digest way too many reels and shorts. And then the next day, it's like I felt like I needed to stay in bed all day. I felt like I had to like take a day off from life. Not that I was depressed, but I feel like it was like a dopamine drop. Like I had overdone it. And so I'm sure there's some term for it, but I needed to like do nothing. I needed to have a day of like doing nothing so my brain or my hormones or my whatever could recuperate. I know that kind of sounds crazy. Maybe you can relate. Maybe somebody's heard of this. Now, not every day is this like you quit your phone and it's some amazing day and you just feel so good. But I do feel like I'm getting more done. There's more quiet moments. Maybe I forget to bring the basket out to go pick the raspberries, but I feel like I'm just getting back to a status quo. I think it'll take a while. I don't think it's an overnight success. We have on our summer bucket list to make ice cream sandwiches. And while my little one is watching a DVD, I'm gonna whip up some white chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. I find them a lot more productive, not intentionally, but it's like the gaps when you would stop and pick up your phone. I'm like, oh, I'll just do a 10-minute cookie dough recipe, or the gaps when you're gonna pick up your phone, waiting for the water to boil. I'm like, oh, I'll just do the dishes in the sink or put them away or run a little laundry. So it's a lot easier to get a lot done in a day. I'm not some crazy, productive, hyper clean person. If you were to see the rest of my house, you'd be like, oh, it could be a lot cleaner if you're not on your phone. Get 4 hours a day back. But you do get time back. You do get time back. And I think, wow, we could get through the entire bucket list this summer. It's possible, especially if the list is just making ice cream sandwiches, because I'm highly motivated to make ice cream sandwiches, especially white chocolate chip with raspberry ice cream. I didn't bring a timer outside because I set it on the stove and I burnt the cookies. But I'm hoping they're still salvageable to make ice cream sandwiches because I just picked enough raspberries to make the ice cream. Priorities, people. Maybe I need a portable timer that fits in my bucket. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I didn't delete that off my phone though. We're getting ready to go back into town. We live 30 minutes outside of town to pick up my oldest son from camp. And I thought I'd show you what's in my Analogue basket because I have to bring it with us because we're gonna go to the beach. And one of the things that I find that really kind of keeps me entertained, occupied, keeps me from like picking up my phone is having things to do. And so for me, the things to do are everything that's in this basket. Does it need to be organized better? Does it need to look better? Should it be cuter? Yes, that'll be a project one day. But I'll show you what I've got going on because we're gonna mail some letters. So the first thing is I have a notebook, and in it I have a stack of postcards that I need to mail. So whenever I have a moment, sitting at the beach or in the morning having a tea, I'll write a letter, and I'm a part of, this one's blank one, a couple mail clubs where I get postcards in the mail. They're actually art prints and I can fill them out. I have some letters from friends. Yay, mail! I have a pack of pens. I like to have not just a normal generic pen, but a lovely pen that I feel nice writing with. I have some colored markers that I use for doodles. And then I have stickers. This is a book lover sticker. This is a blank card to mail that I got from the thrift store. It has puppies on it. This is one of my favorite books of all time, so I like to have a couple books, like some recycling. I said it wasn't pretty. I also always carry stamps with me. I have a couple packs and I try and pick the prettiest stamps. This is the Analogue Summers. Of course, you have to send postcards and mail. I get sticker books because I'm 5 from Michael's. Anyway, more postcards. It's very long, but I do have some classic literature. I haven't started this one, and I want to
I really don't want to lose my brain. I'm really worried about becoming dumber. I think we're like kind of in the dumbing down of society right now. So I'm trying to, when I'm at the thrift store, I'm trying to pick up some of the classics.
Recommend doing that.
Mom.
From their content.
It's just after 7, so I'll call the day done, I think. And we have the homemade ice cream sandwiches made with the raspberry ice cream. Mine turned out to be a massacre. I'm glad that we can cross that off the bucket list. And how did we do for screen time? Says it's 7:17, and my widget says 54 minutes. So 54 minutes of screen time after a full day. I felt like this was like the quintessential 90s day. I felt like I had my brain. I just went from one thing to the next. I did have a good night's sleep, probably a contributing factor, and everything was really easy. I'm hoping that more days are this easy. This is a new thing. I've only been doing this for a couple weeks, and I have had days where I did download Instagram again. And I don't want to be doing that. I just want everything to be easy and effortless and feel like I have my whole mind to myself and not being pulled and influenced and swayed by likes and views and follows and videos telling me and inspiring me. And like, you get to a point where whether it's the constant dopamine or if it's like the 7-second thing where I just want to think. I don't want my world to constantly be dumbing me down from left, right. I want the quiet. I want to focus on my kids. I want to make oddly shaped ice cream sandwiches and semi-burnt cookies. I just want to be there for that. And if I'm missing out on the Instagram world and social media, then I am. And I am. And I guess I'll just be mailing letters to my friends like we're trapped in the 1900s and it's the only way to reach each other. So I'm just going to keep doing this and seeing how it goes. And it feels pretty good right now. And if you want to delete all your apps and write letters, please let me know in the comments because that sounds super cool. Have like a little pen pal club. I would love that. Anyway, I hope that you had a great day and you enjoyed watching this video. I'm gonna go and enjoy this white chocolate chip raspberry ice cream sandwich. No, you're not having any. You're a dog. Very crunchy cookie.